In today's session, we learn chapter 6. Say we start learning chapter 6, work, energy and power. In this work, energy and power chapter, we start with a mathematical idea. In fact, that mathematical idea is regarding vectors. Till now we learned how to add vectors, how to subtract vectors. But in this, we learn how to take the product of vectors, how to multiply the vectors. Basically, there are three types of multiplication of vectors, unlike arithmetics. Say, in vectors, there are three types of multiplication of vectors. Say, we learned to write the vectors in chapter 4, the motion in plane. Say, we write vector A. Then, first type of multiplication is multiplying this vector with a number, a constant, a scalar. That's why I call it as scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication means, say, if I multiply A with 5, 5 is a number, a scalar, 5A. That's why we call it a scalar multiplication. And very important idea is, in scalar multiplication, the direction of A will not change. Only the magnitude of A will change. Only the magnitude of A will change. Why? We write. Say if I write A vector as AX I cap, AY j cap, AZ k cap. Now 5A means what? 5AX I cap, 5AY j cap, 5AZ k cap. And its magnitude is root of AX square, AY square plus AZ square. And its magnitude is root of 5AX whole square, 5AY whole square plus 5AZ whole square. So you can simply write, taking out 5 root of AX square, AY square, AZ square, because 5 square taken out of the root becomes 5 only. Observe, only the magnitude changed. The direction remains same. Therefore, that type of multiplication is called as scalar multiplication. So, second type of multiplication is what we need to learn in this chapter in detail. That one is like this. Just observe. I'll write down. Second type of multiplication is scalar product, or another name for this is dot product. Scalar product or dot product. What do we mean by this? Observe, scalar multiplication is different from product here. Here, if A is the vector, say A is the vector, B is another vector, the scalar product is written like this, vector A dot vector B. We are putting a dot in between. That's why we call this as dot product. The way in which we write, that tells us the name for the product, dot product, because we are putting a dot there. And it is defined, observe, it is defined. You cannot ask why it is like that. It is defined. That's how we are saying it. A, magnitude of A, B, magnitude of B, cos theta, where theta is angle between them. Say, I write vector A, vector B, then angle between them theta. So this is what vector A magnitude, vector B magnitude into cos theta. This is how we define dot product. Observe, A, the magnitude of A is constant, a scalar. B, the magnitude of B is constant again, scalar. Theta is a scalar. Therefore, AB cos theta is a scalar. That is why this type of product results in a scalar. This type of product of two vectors results in a scalar. We call it as scalar product. Scalar product. Because the way in which we write by putting a dot, that tells us dot product. The way the answer what we are getting is a scalar, that's why we call it as scalar product. And then another type of product what we learn in the next chapter is what we call as cross product. I just mentioned it. We learn in detail about this in the next session, in the next chapter. Cross product, or another name for this is vector product. Vector product. Just like on the way in which we write, that tells us cross product. I write down A cross B. That is why we, as we are putting a cross between them, into sign between them, that's why we call it as cross product. Vector, because it results in a vector quantity. I write the definition and we'll discuss all those things in the next session, next chapter. Sin theta n cap. Say AB sin theta is magnitude of A cross B and n cap is the direction of A cross B. That's why A cross B is a vector and we call it as vector product. We learn about vector product in the 7th chapter, what is called as system of particles, in detail. For the time being, in this session or in this chapter, we require to learn scalar product of two vectors and its geometrical significance and how do we use it in physics. So we start with these ideas now. Say, I write its definition. A dot B equals AB cos theta. Now we learn some special cases of this. Say if I take I cap, that is unit vector along the positive x-axis, dot I cap, unit vector along the positive x-axis again. What we get, can you guess? Magnitude of I cap is 1. Therefore, 1 into 1 into theta. What is the angle between them? Both are along the x-axis. So, angle is 0. Therefore, cos 0. That means 1, as cos 0 is 1. Standard angle. Now, similarly, j dot j equals k dot k, which is also 1. In the same manner, I dot j what it is? We apply. I is 1, j is 1 magnitude, but I is along x-axis, j is along y-axis. What is the angle between them? X and y make 90 degree. Therefore, cos 90. And it is 0, as cos 90 is 0. Okay. Similarly, j dot k, k dot I or I dot k, all are 0 because all are at 90 degree to each other. Now, we learn to take the product when we write them, write the vectors in the rectangular form or component form. We start learning it then now. Say it is like this. Let us write down vector A as AX I cap, AY j cap, AZ k cap. In the same manner, vector B, BX I cap, BY j cap, BZ k cap. bz k cap. Now we write A dot B in this manner. We have to multiply each thing Ax first with Bx. And it is I cap dot I cap. Then Ax with By, just like algebraic multiplication. Ax By, I dot j plus Ax Bz, I cap k cap. Next thing, with Ay we write plus Ay with Bx first, j cap dot I cap plus Ay with By, Ay By, j cap dot j cap plus last one, Ay Bz, j cap dot k cap. And then now for Az we do Az with Bx first. Say k cap dot I cap plus Az with By, k cap dot j cap, last one, Az with Bz, k cap dot k cap. Observe. As we know now, I dot j, j dot k, k dot I are all 0. Therefore, these things are zeros there. These things are zeros there. These are all zeros because I dot j, j dot k, I dot k, j dot k, j dot I, like that. So only things left are these because I dot I 1, j dot j is 1, k dot k is 1. So final result for this dot product, I write here vector A dot vector B is Ax Bx only remain, then Ay By plus Az Bz. This is the simplest form of dot product when we are given with the vectors with component form or rectangular form. Also very easy to remember. Multiply the respective components x to x, y to y, z to z and add them. That's the idea. So with these things, we learn its application, say, by taking two vectors. Then we proceed with the other things. I write two vectors now. Say vector A is 3i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Vector B, I cap plus 3j cap minus 3k cap. What is A dot B? The dot product of A and B. We learn. Dot product of A and B. What I said? Respective components to be multiplied and added. Say 3 is the say quotient of I cap, 1 is the quotient of I cap. So 3 into 1. If you take this as Ax, this as Ay, and this as Az. Az is 1 there. Here Bx, By, Bz. We go for it now. Just observe. A dot B, Ax Bx, I cap dot I cap 1. So 3 into 1 plus Ay By minus 2 into 3 minus 2 into 3 plus last one Az Bz 1 into minus 3. So how much we get? 3 minus 6 minus 3. So this 3 goes minus 6. A dot B is the minus 6. Dot product of A and B in our example is minus 6. Let us go through it once. Say here Bx, only 1 is there. So 3 into 1, I have written, Ax Bx, plus Ay By. Ay is minus 2, By is 3, like that. Az is 1, Bz is minus 3. So minus 3 into 1 is minus 3, 3 into minus 2 minus 6, 3 into 1 3. So minus 3 plus 3 cancels, minus 6 is the answer. So this is how we calculate the dot product. In fact, as an introduction to next session, I will tell you like this. Say, whenever you are writing the 10th exam, you used to talk to your friends like this. I worked throughout the night yesterday for this exam. We have used the word work there. And say we say Mahatma Gandhi worked tremendously for our independence. There also we used work. But in physics, the usage of the word work is very different from the day-to-day life usage. Not only like that, energy also and power also. They have all very different meanings in physics compared to our usage in day-to-day life. We say that man is a very powerful man in the politics or in such and such a company. That has altogether different meaning compared to the power in physics. That's what we want to learn. But for the time being, in today's session, we learnt about the dot product. In the next session, first we learn work and then relation to energy and then power. So there I conclude this.